Good evening. For the first time since the primary election, we're learning where voters stand on the top state races on the ballot in November.
And the early returns are good news for the Democratic candidates in those races. In the race for U.S. Senate, the survey of registered voters finds Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes holding a 7% lead over incumbent Republican Ron Johnson. Barnes with 51%, Johnson with 44%.
To the close race for governor, where incumbent Democrat Tony Evers holds a 2% lead over Republican challenger Tim Michels. However, that difference falls within the poll's margin of error for independent candidate Joan Beglinger. She has 7% of that support.
So 83 days until Election Day. Let's talk about this with Republican strategist and Tim Michels' advisor, Bill McCoshen, and Milwaukee Democrat and former Lieutenant Governor candidate, Representative David Bowen. Bill, let me start with you. We've seen millions of dollars spent for and against Senator Ron Johnson this year, and his unfavorable numbers remain high. Is Johnson in trouble?
I don't think so. It's, this race is just getting started, as a matter of fact. I mean, Ron Johnson's had $30 or $40 million of negative ads spent against him in this calendar year. This is now going to be a clear choice between he and Mandela Barnes, and he's going to get an opportunity to find Mandela Barnes. Remember, in this same poll, 41% of voters have no opinion of Mandela. So it's incumbent on Johnson to get in voters' minds who Mandela is, that he would be the 51st vote for Joe Biden in his agenda. And if you like the direction Joe Biden has taken the country, then Mandela Barnes is probably your guy. So this is not unusual for Johnson to start at this spot. He's a closer.
All right, let me jump in on that, Representative Bowen. As Bill mentioned, 4 out of 10 voters don't know or haven't heard of Lieutenant Governor Barnes. You know, Republicans will try to change that, and he did not face much criticism during the primary from his opponents. Will this be Barnes' biggest challenge in the campaign?
I think one of the biggest challenges is just to ensure that his stellar record that he's had as lieutenant governor and past positions, that continues to stay stellar as residents and voters continue to learn about him. All he has to do is make sure that he drives home the value of his agenda to benefit everyday Wisconsinites. And we're seeing in this poll that folks are trusting him the more they get to know him, that he can do this job even better than Ron Johnson.
Bill, what about the Trump factor? The former president's endorsement helped Tim Michels in the primary. But when you look at the independent voters in this Marquette poll, 62% have an unfavorable opinion of President Trump. Could that be a problem for the Michels team?
Hey, listen, with independents, Tim Michels made a lot of ground since June. I mean, he was down 7 to Tony Evers in June. Now he's down 2, which is well within the margin of error. He was down 14 with independents in June. Now he's down 4. So I think people are just getting to know Tim Michels. The difference between he and Barnes, those two races, is Tim Michels is battle tested. He came through a bruising primary with Rebecca Clayfish, and he won it by 5 points. So he's just getting started. And, for the next 83 days, he's got his challenge is to introduce himself to the 34% of voters who don't know him yet. And I think I like his chances as the outsider against the guy who's been in government his entire career.
Representative Bowen, Democrats see climate change as the #1 campaign issue, but among independents, it's dead last. Does Tony Evers need to do a better job on inflation, which is what independents see as the #1 issue?
I think the governor has to do a better job of just getting the message out there that the things he's been doing in office have benefited everyday Wisconsinites as he's focused on infrastructure, as he's focused on trying to bring the costs down different ways by investing into communities, in small businesses. There's so much that he has to be able to get that message out because he's done so much. Democrats, we keep our head down, we do the work, but now we have to get out and message to the community, message to the residents that we were the ones that were helping our communities from falter this whole time.
We appreciate the conversation. State Representative David Bowen and Bill McCoshen, thank you both for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much, Charles.
Get a closer look at the poll results, find out what's on your November ballot, and get information on registering to vote at tmj4.com/decision2022. TMJ4 will once again bring you debates between the candidates in the top statewide races. The U.S. Senate debate is scheduled for Thursday, October 13th. That will be at 6 p.m. And the gubernatorial debate is 1 week later, Thursday, October 20th, also at 6 p.m. Both will be at Marquette University. Shannon Sims and I will be your moderators.